Should be working now. Hello? Is it? Should be, hopefully. Should be working now. Hello? Is it? It is. Fantastic. Don't know what's happened there. Maybe it was an update to OBS, because that does usually do it. I did recently just update everything. So there's a good chance that's done. Some of that. Either way, today we are back. It's been, I think, over a week since we had a last stream. I had a busy week last week, so I didn't have the time to stream. This week is completely the opposite. I should have. I'm probably gonna do an earlier stream on Thursday if I do, if nothing else comes up. But yeah, I might do an earlier stream on Thursday and then hopefully a stream on Saturday as well. But we'll see. We shall see. Today we're getting back to. I'm gonna check the audio again. Stream on Saturday as well. It sounds a bit low, but maybe it's just my, I don't know. Today we're going back to Timberborn for probably the last time, at least for this save, because at 1500 beavers the game is getting pretty slow. Did it start the game or not? Launching. Alright. Could you? I don't even really know what to do today other than maybe... Oh, I did download... Finally, I downloaded a mod for half roofs. The thing I've been talking about for a month probably now. I finally downloaded the mod. It was, yeah, just searched roof in the workshop and that was the first thing that I found. But yeah, why is it taking so long to launch? Is everything running alright? The whole OBS thing has changed quite a bit, so I don't really know. Why is everything like this? Who knows? Game? Game. Oh. It's popped up a new window to ask which version of... Wait. Cancel. Cancel. Play. Safe mode. Okay. I don't need safe mode. I wonder if it was... Some games need to launch with mods separately, but this one I think was just... That was just safe mode. Reset load order. Half roofs. That's what I loaded. Or downloaded. Yes. Anyway, yeah, the save is running at like 20 FPS because of 1500 beavers. I think we'll try and add more, like see if we can get like 2000 beavers today. Yeah, I don't know what else to do really, because we are filling the map and the game is running like shit. I'm wondering if we should do another save with the Iron Teeth. Do a much smaller map and see if we can fill that up completely. Everything is just so sluggish today. Nothing's broken yet, but... Right, here we are. Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. We should be all... How far behind is the stream? Did I change... Yeah, this is the... Correct, it's still not showing up on... Oh, because it's not on live, it's 3 minutes. Alright, it is... Okay. So, food situation is not great, but it's not terrible. So many chestnut trees have died out. died from drying out. Yeah, this was something that we might need to fix as well. There's no water coming all the way down. This is now filling up. Let's see. Tablet's a bit on the way. Housing, no. Decoration. Need to unlock these. I wonder if these count towards the unlock everything achievement if you have mods. This doesn't seem... This is just... But this is like a large one. Let's see what happens if like we could do like this. Like some of these, not many, but some. This one, I think this is probably the only one that we're gonna use, because these other ones are just, or maybe we'll find. Oh, here. This is perfect for this. Only thing is they need to access it, which is gonna be a problem. Jesus Christ, it is so incredibly sluggish. FPS, 20, 30. I think we just see if the food goes up or down, or if these beavers starve or not. Oh my God. I wonder if that could work as well. Something like... yeah, something like this. Instead of... No, actually we'll keep that, because then there's a bit of contrast. Everything's not exactly the same. But up here replace them with these. These would only work if there was a block in the middle to fill that out, but also they can't reach that high up. Not there anyway. Jesus Christ. I don't know what else I want to do here. Maybe replace these. Now that everything is already built, it doesn't like there's not that much. Everything looks fine as is, so replacing a lot of these is just you know, it doesn't kinda... Oh, this could also... But that doesn't then... If we do this... then that's gonna be different slope to those. So that won't work either. But somewhere like here... that could connect to the side, which would be interesting. Here. Well, that's a bit different, but that's fine. It's supposed to be a bit different. What else? I think most of this is fine. Two FPS. Two FPS when the paths become visible. It's not actually that bad there, okay. Should we do changes here? Again, these are not that... Maybe here? It becomes more like a barn, but that's fine. As long as it's different. Don't want everything to be exactly the same. Then on shit like these, it's fine to have these. It's actually running 50 FPS here, because not all the... Oh yeah, but during the day it goes down, right? So everyone leaves their house. Yup. That is correct. Fuck sakes. Holy fucking shit snacks. What about this? That's gonna be, again, that's gonna be super steep compared to this. We should get some sort of roofs here. I mean. Buildings do need roofs. I mean, they don't need roofs, but that increases well-being, so it's much better than not having roofs. Same here, but this is honestly just to hide that they're different directions. Get the roof with the... There you go. And then this one, I think the play is to just do finishing touches. Mainly. What I kind of want to do is build this district. And I was also thinking that this should probably be lowered a bit, so that more water gets here. Hold on, we're getting into a drought and this river just filled. Right, that's not great. This also hasn't filled properly. So many things just don't fill downstream because everything gets used upstream. Should this be increased by 1? Or is this fine? There is room for more water, so so thing is that this needs to be also increased by. Jesus, just let me. Now I should probably use the tool instead of going one by one. Fucking. Fucking hell. That also needs to be a platform so that the water can flow between there or through there. And then this, that, and the other. What is the food situation? Like, it's hard to gauge this, because, I mean, I think the carrots are low, but what did we add last time? In terms of food production. Did we add more food production? I don't remember. These are not working well to begin with. These could have more, probably. Maybe downstream, but these need a road as well. Maybe down here? There aren't like clear, long... This one's barely pumping any water through. How is this dried up? Because it gets no power or what? Maybe it needs more power. Because there's water here, it's just not pumping enough of it to fill this. Or these are emptying it faster than this can pump it up. Maybe? It's hard to say. I think the idea was to fill this. No, but that again needs so many different things elsewhere. This could be used quite easily as more farmland, so... I mean, I guess let's just do that. The bread situation is that there is flour, there is wheat. It just isn't. Everyone's hungry here. There's flour, there's... Okay, so not enough food is the answer. We need more bakeries, I think. Need a few more bakeries. Because, again, there is wheat, there is flour, there just isn't bread. Carrots are... Well, they are going kind... Like, how do they not have food? Also, how do I make it so that this stays full? Do I really need a dam up here? Or would it be better to connect this to that? But then that might flow. No, because I don't want to empty this, because this doesn't get constant flow. This reservoir is just for water, pretty much. Fuck me. Fuck me? Fuck you. Fuck me? Fuck you. This is irrigated, which is like could be used for farmland as well. Same with this, I suppose. What are these guys running low on? Actually potatoes. Actually potatoes. Do they have raw potatoes though? I think not. Where would the raw... Oh, they do have potatoes. Okay, so this probably not needed then. We'll see. We'll have to increase grills. Grills, please. Potatoes. Potatoes, and I probably didn't choose a recipe for these. I did not. Bread. 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 Everyone's hungry. That's not great. That is not great. What's the situation here? It's mostly empty. Again. Bread. Categories. Batter dog? There's so much batter dog. It's just so that needs more grills as well. It has so many, but it needs more. A lot of these things just need processing, and that would probably help a lot. But it's hard to say. Difficult to say. Oh, maybe things aren't getting grilled because there's no wood, but how can there not be wood? How can there not be wood? That is an interesting question. There's all of these trees that are just waiting to be cut down. The fuck? Also, why are these not irrigated? But most of the time they are, but then also not. This needs deeper water to function. How is it so low? Is all of that water just am I running at the limit of the water? Like everything just gets instantly pumped up? This is kind of fine. But like this is, it says these are too low. It's constantly letting water through. This is almost empty. It is pretty much empty. But there's still not enough water here. What the fuck? You might not be able to build more because this is the limit. This is most likely the limit. Most of these things don't even fill until the next... the drought cycle comes along. These are all dying of starvation. I mean, I'd like to be able to have this be a functioning... How can they be starving? There's 1,000 potatoes, 1,000 sunflower seeds, plenty of carrots. Things should get imported here. Is no place actually... All the other places are out of food as well, so they can't export. Well, shit. I'm honestly wondering how I'm out of wood though, because so many things... Some starve to death. Yeah, people are starting to starve to death. But there are so many extra beavers that they should be able to... Like, it'll just even itself out. A bunch will die, unfortunately. But then it'll even itself out, hopefully. Like, all these guys really need is just one food source that they have enough. I don't know if they eat, like, if they have access to everything, that they eat everything. Yeah, it doesn't look great, does it? I really don't know what to do here. I can't just magic more food. What's the situation here? Plenty of sunflowers. Plenty of potatoes. So many grilled potatoes as well. This is getting bad water from somewhere? Could it be from this? Bad water. We hadn't had a bad tide. The last one was a drought. Where's this bad water from? I don't understand. But yeah, probably more grills here as well. I think. Where the fuck do I put this though? Just here. Oh, these take logs as well. That's where all the logs go. Should we grow logs here? Or trees, I guess. This little bit would be good for it. That's usually always full of water. It's not gonna be a lot of trees from that. Same thing with this. Where is the actual heater? Everyone's dying. Everyone's dying. 2,000 raw potatoes. Only 1,000 grilled. hasn't. Only, he says. Oh yeah, and this needs to be marked as cutting area as well. Oh. We need to use the logs to get more logs. There's 860 people. Not all of them have starved. A lot of them have starved to death, but not all of them. Not all of them. That's the key here. Some of them are surviving. There's some carrots here. There's bread here. There's sunflower seeds. There's plenty of potatoes. I think we actually do carrots here. I think so. Oh yeah, and this is eating wood as well. Why did I decide to do this now? Now look at that. I just don't learn either. Nothing to do in range. Yeah, well, not yet. These aren't full either. This is now getting overflow finally from, I guess, here? Which is good, because this is fucking dried out as well. It out. The dried versus everybody. How is it on a... It's all dried out completely. These are all dead. Okay, they're not completely dead yet. Some of them are. The potatoes are not. The carrots are fine, surprisingly enough. How is that again pumping bad water from somewhere? There's no bad water coming through. Where is that from? And that's all the water we got from that. I mean, it's constantly flowing. Why has it stopped? Are these pumps really pumping so much that it doesn't even overflow here, or fucking what? I know this is gonna take the entire cycle to fill this up, which again, not great, because this area needs water as well. I honestly think we're just at the limit of the water. Or maybe my water preservation methods are just not good. It's a possibility. Hopefully now that it's nighttime, this is still flowing. The pumps aren't pumping, now it lets water through. Brilliant. Or did a little bit. I think, yeah, the carrots are dead now. GG. Again, I don't understand where that bad water is from. It's only visible in this one spot where this pump functions. And now it's gone that there's actually water in here. I don't get it. I don't get it. Right, so this fucking thing. I mean, it's gonna need logs if we build a reservoir up here, which we don't have. And it wouldn't be a large reservoir either. Or I guess it could be. Like this upper bit could be just a small one, or just built all the way down here. That doesn't even... Also, where are they gonna access these? Because it's not saying that they can't access them. Oh, just from here? Okay, interesting. Potatoes are going up, so that's grills are working. Still a lot of beavers who are hungry. Same with the grilled spatter dog, going up. There is a possibility they will only go up until the raw materials or raw resources run out, but at least they are going up. Chestnuts very low because basically this entire forest died, but shit happens, I guess. This is all dry because this is still filling out. I wonder if we could just increase the water. Let me Google this. Is there a way to... Timberborn, can I increase water to the map? Not what I was asking. Thank you, AI. Where's the download? There you are. Can I increase water source strength? Only via the map editor or by using developer mode. Sources can be set to maximum strength of 8, though most official maps default the strength to 1. This video explains how to increase the water source strength in the game. Narrowing the path with dams can increase the speed and depth of the water flow. Again, not useful. Mods such as water source control exist, allowing to increase source strength even during the dry season. Interesting. Fascinating even. It's not great though, is it? I'll tell you that much. It's not great. Because I don't think this is even overflowing. It's not. So, we're at day 6 of the cycle. So far, no water has overflowed off the map. Which is wild, if you ask me. I mean, a lot of these are just fucking useless pools of pools where the water can dissipate or evaporate, but also, why is there water in here? Where did that come from? Oh, this is overflowing. Why is that overflowing? Oh, these are only running on depth sensor, but they also need to run on... No, because that doesn't work either. I'm gonna need another depth sensor here that releases water through here when this is full, so it doesn't overflow, I think. I think. Probably also doesn't matter where it is as long as it's... Because this is... I was thinking about this earlier, and I think... we don't really want water spilling through here. Because this leads to nothing. But if it goes here, that water will be at least somewhat useful, I think. I mean, if we wanted to do a next mega project, it would be combining these two sources, but then this would be all left out. But I guess most of the water is used through this. I don't fucking know. Is it still overflowing? Nope. I want to do a water stick here. Just to see how high it actually goes. But right, the point here is that these are not synchronized. These will, so 5 of them letting through 0.35. That's like 1.7-ish, so getting to that, it's like half, 1.5 for each is I think good enough. Then these are... oh no, these are running on contamination sensors. But that's fine, right? Because that's not gonna, these are only gonna overflow when there's normal water. So if this is above, like, yeah, exactly like above this. Hello, what the fuck? It would go on, and when these are on, they will let through a lot more. Again, with the reaction speed of say 70%. See what happens here, because these, yeah, they'll close immediately. Water is now flowing through to here, because this needs another block of water. Realistically, this probably needs another block on this side, because it seems to be just flowing over that worst case scenario. There should now only be 3 of these that let water through here, and a lot more water should be getting here. When this closes, this is gonna rise up, but then these close. And when there's a bad tide, it would just completely empty out through there, so this just isn't affected. Probably? Let's see. We'll fucking see, won't we? Right, food situation. 1.4 thousand carrots. 3,000 potatoes and 1,000 raw potatoes still. 1.3 thousand batter dock and plenty of raw. Plenty of bread. So is the food situation now fine-ish? Maple pastries are still... I think we need another grist mill, honestly. Honestly. And for normal flour, and then just bakeries for maple pastries, because yeah, this isn't enough. Oh, it's never enough. That should fix some of that. Cattle crackers, I haven't touched that, but they are going up somehow. The only thing that's really missing is, well, maple pastries, yes, but also grilled chestnuts. And that's just the lack of supplying chestnuts. There's no one working here? What? How is there only 30s? There's 44 empty beds, but 55 vacancies. How is this? I thought every district had like plenty of... Oh. Well, we're just gonna have to add a lot of housing here. Like a lot. Like a lot housing. I don't understand how that's happened, to be honest. Pretty sure I did. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, what the fuck happened here? The fuck's this? The fuck's that? Do it like that, and we do it like this. Maybe I was gonna build something here, but then I just never got around to it. I honestly don't know. Honestly. It's gonna be fucking stupid, but country girls make doers. I don't know what fucking something like that. Right. This one needs reinforcement still. Still! This should almost be for... not quite. This is actually really getting to the limit, it looks like. Push to the limit. But like... building bridges and shit. I think that's the only... no, it's not. It's gonna be even, that's the only problem. It's not gonna be no matter what you do. Fuck. Maybe just a regular... oh, it's that deep, is it? Okay. Actually, probably, yeah, because then that can be used for many other things as well. Like... oh, fuck, a bat died. Well, like how this doesn't have the edge, the sides that the suspension bridges would have, so can build a road from the side there. Which is a huge bonus. So this is full. This is letting water through barely. This has this hasn't really gone up the water level here, like at all. It's barely even filled to what it was. There's actually a little bit of water getting through, so that's interesting. So some of it does flow over, but not a lot. This one, again, as well, this is just not... this doesn't have power. I honestly thought 3 windmills would be enough, but I guess not. I guess not. So that's just a matter of power, and then that will also save some water from going to waste once this is fixed. Cattle critters are going down. Huh. This is full, that's the main thing. Oh. Twitch app crashed, haven't had that in a while. This is full. Jesus Christ. This is full. This is full. Oh, and now YouTube crashed. Jesus Christ. All it needs to do is run. Stay on split screen. Very simple function. What? Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Can I get my... hopefully there's no audio, but oh, that was muted anyway. A random stream just started auto-playing. Din 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 din, please fucking work. Thank you. Thank you. Next. There we go. So some water is still getting going through. I think it's from... It must be overflow from this though, right? Now YouTube app is crashing. I don't fucking understand. Why is it so difficult to make a functioning app? Like, I'm not even like constantly playing around with the apps and doing this, that and the other. I'm just, no, I did not want to watch whatever that video is. Fuck off. I just want to have my stream on there. And for it to not crash. It can't be that difficult. Jesus. Right, what's the berry situation though? Why are those so low? These have all been harvested. Have they been eaten or... They should only be used for antidotes. Antidotes, right? Yes. Grilled chestnut still at an all-time low. Maple pastry is not going up. Even though there is flour, there is wheat to make flour out of. There is maple syrup, but they aren't. These fields are actually empty, which is what. So there is no wheat flour here. There is wheat flour here. So this is where it's all made in, or where there's supply, so that it needs to be made here. Because the raw resources aren't being moved from one place to another. This is also flowing pretty quick. So this, yeah, this is basically now full, so the water is just going through. So this could be, I think this is probably where most of the water goes to. Right, so now this should also just... I did realize that because this is so far back, that when the bad tide ends, there's probably gonna be some bad water left here. But yeah. That way around it works just fine. This works. I like how it's just a little bit there that you can see. Dude, oh my god. Twitch, fix your shit. Is there still water getting through here? This is also now letting water through here constantly. I think that's just for the pumps, maybe? I'm pretty sure none of this water goes to waste though. Because this does dry up also. What's this water level? It has actually gone up a little bit. I'm just afraid that that's gonna all disappear during this. Yeah, I think the plan is to build a dam here. Dam. Do we use all this space as well is the real question. Might need to, no? Whoops. Don't need that. Hey Philip, what's up? You've made it to what's probably going to be the last Timberborn stream for a while. Probably. If the colony stays alive, then probably. If it dies, then definitely the last one of this save. We'll see. This is now gonna use all the wood again. You're kidding me. I can't build a road there. That is fucking hilarious. So that means I couldn't make it any higher either. Huh, okay, so that's perfect height. Interesting. Cool. Cool. But yeah, that's gonna use all of the very little... I don't understand why, like... There's plenty of trees here. Are these not cutting area? Please tell me they are in the cutting area. They are. Hive City. It is. It definitely is. Well, yeah, that's the only thing you can really call it, I think. Yeah, it's no longer a district either. It's definitely a city. And I think to expand it, we're just gonna need more lumberjack flags. These are just not getting cut down. For some reason. I wonder if these are enough. I feel like that's not gonna be, because that's fuck. Doesn't really reach most of these. I think I'm just gonna have to remove these, because I don't think they're ever gonna get to those, unfortunately. Building needs water. Hold on. That doesn't need water. Are these pumps actually just completely emptying this river? This reservoir is half empty already as well. We're only... halfway through. I honestly don't think that... the water's enough. I don't think the water is gonna be in, like, there's very little things that can be, like, after this dam. I could probably move some of the pumps to this dam, but after that, that's just all the water there is. This somehow still doesn't have... I don't understand why these wind turbines specifically are just not producing anything. Neither are these. But when they are, they're enough to recharge the battery capacity. But when these go, I think... Jesus Christ, yeah. Might even need another one after this. There's a good chance. But the food situation should be good enough. Like, it's not great, but there's enough food so that people don't die, or beavers don't die constantly. This is full of carrots now. I think they do just eat a little bit of everything instead of eating as a lot of everything. Because carrots are now completely full as well, because all the other foods have been fixed, so they aren't eating that many carrots. I think. Maybe. Who knows? Right. So these are getting some power now. What's the situation here? These are all full already? Pretty much it. Pretty much. Hopefully with one more it should be enough. Hopefully. Hopefully. Ugh. I don't know, I'm so tired. It's always stream o'clock when I get tired. I don't know why. Like, I can be fine the entire day, or most of the time I'm just tired most of the day, but when it's stream o'clock, holy shit. Alright, so now they're discharging. Hopefully not as quickly as before. I mean, as long as the pump is constantly full, or on rather. Which I guess isn't the case, but I wonder how quickly these pump as well. Because if there's no chance for this to even fill, then one of these pumps have to go. Come on, can you just go, someone go build that up? Also, why would you automate those? Probably is a function for that, but I can't think of one. Right, now these should be charging much quicker. At least they are charging. What is... and this is almost empty as well. Beautiful. That's gonna take more wood than we have, I think. Or at least what we currently have in the forests. It's not what I wanted this. That's a little bit of extra wood, but that's gonna take a good while to grow still. So also maple syrup. Where is this actually? Oh, there are maples here. Okay. I forgot about that completely. I forgot-y. They are emptying, but I mean, I don't think there's been any problems with this setup. So, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. This is almost done, but I mean, it's gonna take a while for all the water to reach the lower basin as well, because this needs to fill up. This is probably where most of the water comes through, and then this is... how is this empty as well? Is it just a pump? Yikes. That's a big yikes from me, dog. These are wrong way around. Fuck me. Can't have that. Oh, great. Yeah, fantastic. Don't put it on the block next to it. Put it underwater somewhere where no one can ever reach it. It's fantastic, that. Fan-fucking-tastic. Wonder if it would make sense to utilize this instead if this was built here. Like, that's a bit more water that could be used, but not a lot, to be honest. That would be a massive project as well to move this all the way here. And on land here it's the perfect height, so yeah. Yeah. This one just isn't filling up. This one kinda is, but not really. These are getting bad water from somewhere as well. And why is... oh, is the reservoir empty? Ah. I mean... technically yes. That level is as low as it can get. Because it won't go lower than this, and we want to keep water here for the irrigation. I've not seen this bit of river empty in a good while, it's gotta be said. And I don't think this was even a particularly long bad tide. This is just out of water now. So is this. Fuck. I was hoping that today we could, like, build one final district here, the one that I mentioned at some point, where we would just, you know, build platforms to the sides and have everything hang on top of the water. But I don't think there's just enough water to support any more beavers. I honestly think this is pretty much the limit. This will save some water going forward, but probably not enough. This is almost empty. this is gonna be enough to hopefully fix this issue now, but not enough to the point where we could increase capacity. Might just be the current issue. And then I wonder if there's like what is the limit of beavers on a Timberborn map? There is no hard programmed limit. No, but like it is possible to have 1,000 to 1,500 beavers, especially when utilizing bots to reduce food and water consumption. How would you... Oh, these are gonna run out of water. How would using bots increase or reduce or make water consumption more efficient? Because most of the water that comes to the map is used. So how is adding bots gonna change that? If you count the bots into as beavers, then that could increase the limit without using more water, but I just don't think the bots are beavers. You heard it here first, folks. I don't think bots are beavers. And that's a hill I'm willing to die on. Yeah, this is probably the limit then. Closer to 1,700. What is this? This district still has vacancies, but it also has plenty of empty beds. I wonder if I could add 30. Let's see where there are least. I don't want to add anything to the uplands. Uphill. Probably this district has the most free space to build more, so I could build some housing. I don't know, at the same time this is fucking empty again. Maybe here? There's space here. See if we can reach 1,700. That's gonna be what, 20-ish? 20-ish more. Oh my god, the lag is unbearable. Jeez Louise. Oh look. These guys are dying of thirst again. Beautiful. At least there's now water coming through here. The only problem is that now this isn't actually filling up. Because that's... someone's calling me. Probable scam. Oh, I want to take this. Hold on. How do I mute myself on stream? Hopefully that muted myself. Wasn't a scam, I don't think. Just someone doing a survey. Yeah, water is not great. Do we need more barrels here? Even if we get more barrels here, where's the water gonna come from, huh? I think this might be too many beavers in one district. I'm starting to think that 1,000 beavers in one district is a few too many. At least with this setup. Yeah. We have plenty of logs though. Now are these are still not getting cut. Oh yeah, I forgot to add the fuck me. Those. Surely some other districts have water that they can... Or what's the... It's on always import, but then why aren't they always importing? Like, they should be. They should be importing water, so what's the hold up? Also, these guys are out of water as well. This is probably the worst district there is, because it's the water flows away immediately. There's no water retention here. It takes forever for the water to get back, because the water first goes to the main district. These guys are out of water as well, because this reservoir is also empty. Fuck me. It's not great, is it? I think the solution is to just get rid of some houses here. Everything looks so nice though, I kinda don't wanna, but at the same time... I mean, I did also just add a bunch of houses here. Which is definitely not gonna help. That's a few less. It isn't gonna make a difference. But it's a few less. There aren't like... ones that are like, how do I put this? Like, it's such a symmetrical piece of crap that if taking one house out is gonna destroy the whole ambiance. There are less symbols here, I think, of thirsty beavers, so I think the issue is slowly resolving itself now that there is water here again. But at the same time, this isn't filling up. Ah! This is letting water through now, so I was correct that this is where most of the overflow still is. Which makes sense, because all of these sources are really only for this reservoir, and if you can call that a reservoir. Everything else is... and all the other sources are basically going to the main district. And a million other places along the way. These guys aren't getting water either. Well, I guess these guys don't have water. So all the connected districts, these guys do have water, so they could export it to here, which would need to export it to here, which would need to export it to here. Is what I think. If these guys die, I'm just gonna abandon that district, honestly. It's not working. There's no reservoir. There's no water flow. There's no nothing. Maybe it would work if there's like a few beavers that only work on like food and the water, like to the point where they would hopefully be self-sufficient, but wouldn't have to support any other beavers. Maybe. I mean, there are 44 unemployed, so that's like 44 that don't really need to be there. Are there where are the empty beds? Here. This isn't probably gonna do much. Holy shit, the FPS is good. One pause. If we migrate from highlands to lowlands, like that's, whoops, to lowlands, like 30 beavers. And it's like 3 houses, I think. And now these guys are gonna be stuck. Oh no, they got up, okay. Now this district does have 9 empty beds. Oh. So there's 7 homeless. There's 1 empty bed. 6 homeless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the city center building? Where? It's not. It's there. Fuck, I'm blind. 0 empty bed. 66. Wait, this doesn't add up. 17 unemployed. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 17 still like could be less, you know. And they've all moved here, which also doesn't have any water. Right. It's 51 unemployed here. How are there so many? Because there were like 30 vacancies and now there's 50 unemployed. I didn't add that much housing, did I? Maybe I did. Whoops. Oh well. What's the situation with this? It's still not even close. It's at 2 meters. And it doesn't even overflow if it's under half. So there's like 1.5 meters of actually usable water there. This is now full. sort of. So that should be a lot more water getting through here. Which hopefully means that this doesn't need to let water through and this can just fill up. Hopefully. But again, it's gonna take a long time for everything to fill up. Yup. You're close, back closer to 1600. I feel like these guys, I mean, these are probably exporting water because it's exporting when it's over half, and this is exactly half. But it's still not enough water for most places. This district is fine. This is one of the few districts that are actually fine. Because they have this massive reservoir just for them. So what the fuck is this now? Right, let's make that lower, and I think these should have slower reaction speed, probably. Oh, they should probably actually, if they have a flow limit, then that should help. Probably. I don't know if this is still too much. It looks like it's rising, but then it's not. That's gonna cause a wobble as well, so that's not gonna be the solution. I kind of wish they would just dump through water, but that's not happening. But if it stays around that, that's fine. As long as it's high enough to high enough so that this can let water through, then it should be fine. But it'd be nice if it would just like dump water through. Once it reaches the point, it just dumps everything down to a block, and then lets more water through, or lets water build up again. There's probably a way to do that with the relays, but honestly can't be bothered to figure that out. Can I be bothered? They should all probably also have hives. The food's really not an issue at the moment, so that doesn't really matter if there are hives or not. The issue is that this is completely fucking dry up here. This isn't even close to filling up. This should be letting water through, which should keep this full, which hopefully will build up this sometime soon-ish. Who knows? Also, once this is done, we can start pumping water from here to the main district, which again should help a little bit, but I think it's then gonna bring more problems here. This is also not filling up. I think it's just the constant struggle of just about having enough water to fill everything up and survive the cycle, and then it just... Like, this cycle no water has flown through yet. Like, none whatsoever. Because everything that even hits this, it gets pumped up through here. Last cycle somehow these did fill up, or start to fill up, and let more and more water through. So it takes at least 10 days to get like anything even remotely full. Somehow. This is also a huge waste of water if we don't get anyone to live here. I mean, it's a huge waste either way, but I think as a proof of concept that works. We'll just close these. This no longer needs to be this full, but why not, eh? Why not? We'll see about letting some water through, because it's better to have it literally anywhere else, I think. I'm not sure, but I think so. And also this cycle is probably coming to an end soon, so that won't have a huge effect. What the fuck? I mean, at least none of that water really goes to waste. Well, saying that, this, I don't understand how this is irrigated that far either. Or I guess it really isn't, because these don't grow evenly? I don't fucking know. Who fucking knows? But that's some water to save. It's not gonna be a massive difference, but it'll help a little bit. This is also hopefully this will be useful at some point, but we'll see. Also, it's a flowing river that doesn't like evaporate, right? The water doesn't evaporate from a flowing river, so, or does it? Because seeing those pump systems where they constantly move water around, making it not evaporate, means moving water doesn't evaporate. Correct? So then having this river isn't really any kind of problem. This might be. But that's a tiny tiny area. Yeah, we'll close that either way. I mean, that doesn't evaporate a lot of water, but if we start to conserve water, then we should conserve it everywhere we can. Let's get these resources from here as well. These guys are still somehow alive. I don't know if they get water from the center or where, but they are still alive. This hasn't even started to fill up yet. Day 11. Shit's fucked. Dear diary. Shit's fucked. This should soon be done, but I don't think... that's quickly enough. I will do... Yep, drought approaching. Do a depth sensor here, and a depth sensor like here, and a relay. Oh, actually here would be better. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it there. Like, if I only could take it, like, please. As quickly as you can. Automate from this. So if it's below like 0.3 it goes on, and if this is like above whatever that limit should be, 2.8, it's on, and then this turns. If either of them are on, it turns on. I don't know how this has happened. It's the same amount of water. Surely. Hold on, shouldn't this be the other way around? Should be off now and then on when it's... Yes. I don't know what I was thinking. It was building up, so I was like, yeah, this is working now, as intended, but... Ah. This has also come up to the point where it's... Some water is going off the map, which is wild, because these places are completely dry still. Okay, they're now getting water. Days before the drought, they're now getting some water here. Which is wild. Oh yeah, this is also filling up that, so that's... yeah. Yeah. I just think there are too many things that need water just from this one source. Like, this source is supplementing this as well, but it's not really enough. I don't think. Therefore I'm not. Food situation, the major foods are fine, the not so major foods are not fine. Might need to build more or grow more sunflower. Which I thought that was the one food that I thought was absolutely fine, but I guess I'm wrong. I guess I'm absolutely fucking wrong. This is just now getting water, this river. I don't know if this even should get water from up here. I mean, it's the same source, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. But since this does get water from here, what's the point of filling these rivers? Possibly having this, like the water coming through all the way here and just spilling out, when it could just fill this. So maybe we block this completely. Kind of make more sense to add like a floodgate there, but then that would block the where is this water going now? Ah, it's filling that again due to, I guess, this. This is letting water through here as well, but none is overflowing here. Which is again fucking wild if you ask me, because this is constantly flowing as well. Oh look, this is almost full. We'll see if that works or not. We also might need to start building pumps here, is what I'm thinking. Is that, oh, it's probably, yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. Here's to hoping. The fuck is this road? Oh look, 6 FPS. Brilliant. So day 15 is when the drought began. This is only 5 days of drought, so this is hopefully... This is... I think the bad tide was longer. That was like 7 or 8 days, was it not? So this should be just fine. Like nothing's gonna empty out. Probably. Hopefully. We shall see. This is the main thing, because these pump a lot. No. I think I should just replace 1 to 1. Because this seems to be the perfect amount where they don't immediately, or like they pump just enough so that they fill the barrels quickly, or not quickly, they fill them out, but not completely draining the river, but still quickly enough, if that makes sense. Why are these guys hungry? Spread chestnuts. These aren't actually grilled. Those, hold on. It's full of chestnuts that aren't grilled. Huh. I guess we're building grills. If I can fit this somewhere. And that's a big if. There should be enough unemployed to the point where... Yeah, there's 330 working beavers and 680 unemployed, so 2/3 are unemployed while just a third work. That's, sure. Sure thing. I think I'm gonna turn off 2 of these. I'm not gonna dismantle them, because I've done the mistake before where it's just immediately dismantle them thinking, yeah, this is fine, and then it isn't fine. You know that feeling? Yeah. I don't know if I should have made this bigger, but there isn't really, like, this was the most, this one just made sense. I do wonder if... What if there was like... Because this is on the same level. Now just hear me out. It wouldn't go over though, the water, that's the thing. It would only go under. So like if there's... Like if this continued on this way, and this was also blocked, and the path would go over this. Yeah, you know, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. You know why? Because I'm a criminal. Yeah, criminal. I don't know if this is gonna work the way I think it is, but oh, not there. Maybe actually this can a path be built on an impermeable floor? Does impermeable floor work both ways? We finna find out, that's for sure. And this is actually gonna have to be here as well, because these are gonna be the sides. I'm thinking maybe even larger. This is, yeah. No, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. The main question is if this even works, but... Then there's gonna be another layer. And, let's see if this... Can I remove these paths temporarily? There is this zip line, so that's enough, right? That would have to be a levy, right? Oh yeah, the problem is I can delete those, so I'm gonna have to redo the entire thing. Which is fucking fantastic. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. So then that's that. This goes back on here. That goes there. A levy here and here, and impermeable floors here, and then that top bit can also flow through. In theory, at least. We'll see. We'll see. It's experimentation time. Why not? We'll give it a go. See if it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, good. This is basically almost empty though. From... It's more than halfway empty. From just the 2 pumps. So yeah, this definitely needs more capacity. Which, this isn't a lot more capacity, but it's more capacity. Even better actually if I build it all the way here. That might be stage 3 though, we'll see. We'll build this for now. And yeah, hopefully that just works. Because in my mind it does. These are gonna have to be replaced with platforms, but then it should just be able to flow under there, right? And with this it could also flow over it. And then there's just a tunnel of impermeable floor, which should work. It does say stops water from leaking through it. It doesn't say it has to be over or under. It just stops water going through. Right? Right. Surely that makes sense. surely. Okay, this has now been constantly pumping for a good while and it's still not even close to full. Fuck. I think we need to add a pump. I think a pump is required. I think a pump is definitely required. On this side. Hopefully. Because this really needs to get full, otherwise they won't have this. And this just all just goes not good. These are really low on water level again, still. So this just empties out immediately there. What are these? Oh, saplings. So the drought's over, but this is just... Yeah, even in a like 4 or 5 day drought, what was that? The entire reservoir is basically empty. 1.4. There's some water there, but not a lot left. Not a lot at all. This is also basically empty as well, so it doesn't feel like it made any difference having this. This reservoir is empty otherwise. This is also empty, don't know where all that water has gone, but also almost empty. 7 FPS. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is like the only reservoir that has enough water for... It's also supplying a tiny district, but like that's the only one that has enough. Oh, we should also probably close these if we're reserving water. We should close that as well, because this is completely useless. It's nice that so much of the map is green, but it's completely useless. Oh fuck, I forgot to... Oh, I still have time though. Remove that and then we'll build a floodgate there to replace that. These guys have water from somewhere. There's a lot of haulers going back and forth. I guess they're from... Oh yeah. Oh, because they're importing water from... Hold on. These guys have water? They do. Where from, I wonder? Plug that and let all the water flow through here. That should also help a little bit. It's crazy how last time we were just building shitload of beds. Just like tripling the capacity, and now it's just basically surviving. Hoping the water lasts. Are these not getting got? What if I turn off that now? What happens? What happens? Oh look, it's showing my FPS, but it's also empty. Completely dry. Absolutely and completely dry. What is that? Logs. Okay. Like, I'm just thinking, with my logic this does work, but I'm not, like, I actually don't know. This is rising up quickly because that's the only one that uses this source, so that should be fine. I kind of want to just have these open for now. And actually just, yeah, start. Because the reality is, it only needs to be this many. Not all, but. That should work, right? Surely that works. I might need to build these levees just to for them to have access to all of those. Oh, they do have access to. Oh, maybe I don't. No, I don't. What am I talking about? No, I don't. I absolutely do not, because they can just build it from the tunnels. Of course, yes. But of course. So once that gets done, then these are gonna need this layer to reach that, unless I build this, which, I mean, they're still gonna need it, but no, absolutely not like that. Absolutely not like that. I do want to have this to work. Like, if I can get at least the one layer done, I want to see, like, it, yes. We'll see how it works. We'll see how that baby purrs. Right, this is filling up. That's letting some water through there. This isn't letting any water through here. This should be, yeah, should be all supplied from here. These are actually not getting any water, but these barrels still do have water, so I think we're fine for now. I really need to keep an eye on these. This is exactly the kind of situation where these pumps still exist for. What these pumps exist for. But if the barrels still have water in them, then we're fine. If they start running out of water, then we need to see, what does it show? 18 injured beavers. Right. Doesn't really matter because there are so many of them, but I think we need to. I think we need to fix some health spots. Where else? just spots where maybe there, and just put a bunch of them down in a row, like so. These are full, so shit's working, I guess. Put these back on automate, but lower this to 0.8. Now this should be completely off. That's, I don't know why. When did I do that? I just, okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's working now. Ish. Ish being the keyword here. I don't know what kind of keyword ish is, but it is the keyword here. And that's flowing there. No surprises there. Now we just need to see if the tunnel holds. But for that we need one more layer on the sides here. We shall see. I wonder if these work underwater, because why wouldn't they? It could also be expanded all the way here, this reservoir. Has this gone up still? No. No water's gone through yet. What about my path? I think these need to get destroyed. Unfortunately. Jesus Christ, the FPS. Yeah, that's still not quite enough. These are getting water though, so that's a big plus. Also, these were full, so I think it's fine to turn one more off here. I think, maybe, probably, hopefully. These were full with these off and these off. 5 FPS. 5. Yeah, it's getting a bit rough. Now they stop working these and water flows through here, which is beautiful, exactly what I want to see. That also means that this doesn't need water from the reservoir and this can fill up. It takes excruciatingly long, but I think it's already doing better progress than the previous cycle. So hopefully we can get some water here soon. This pump hasn't seen action in a long time. Is this now full? No, not even close. Does one pump actually empty all of this? That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Hopefully that pump will be enough then, because this isn't even really waste because it gets them the light out, so that's not even a waste thing to have that up and running. Of course I could get the lighthouse here instead, but again, this isn't full a lot of the time. A lot of the time that's not even full. Do you think the FPS would be better with lower speed? Oh, look at that! 40 FPS with normal speed. Crazy how that works. And back down to, oh, it only goes down to 20. I mean, it halves, but you know. Also, stop that. There's no reason for it to overflow. Just saying. Stop. Stop that. Maybe if I added another pump here. Less water going through means less flooding. Big brain. Huge, massive brain. That's not even... That's not great. Oh, that could work as well, but no. It could work, but no. I wonder if these aren't actually even with 2 pumps, I wonder if this water is even going up. It looks like it's barely getting anything through. These are letting water. Hold on. Depth sensor 11. What's depth sensor 4? Oh, it's that one. Wait, this only lets water through if this overflows? That doesn't make sense. This should only let water through if this is too low. Who set this up? Let's fix this. These only open up if this is on. And it's only on if it's lower than 7.5. No, hold on. Yes. Oh fuck, this is now... God damn it. These should just be off. None, off. Please and thank you. That shouldn't let water through. All the water should just flow through here. Now the thing is, does that overflow? Do I need a... Do I need a relay so that these also open when this is too full? We will only see if this ever gets too full. For now, we'll just let the water flow down here. This is constantly blinking that it's getting to the top limit, so... Maybe it's functioning? Maybe it's filling, I mean? It is functioning, but is it filling? Nothing's now using this, right? So this isn't letting more water through. when this fills up, this just blinks like randomly. And this was letting water through randomly, because that doesn't actually... all the overflow does go here. Let's increase that by a meter. That was just wobbling due to this, and letting water through randomly, I think. We might need one that detects if it's actually overflowing or not, but it seems like it was just not working as intended. I can tell you that these are now not working as intended. Maybe a bit more flow, but and lower reaction speed. Maybe not. That's now overflowing again. That's kind of what I want to see. Kind of what I wanted to see. This is filling up. How are things here? There's water here. That is beautiful. That's on, so that is letting water through, I think. And that's due to this being below threshold. I see, yes. But there is more and more water coming through here, and it's not going wasted on that small bit of river here. And it's only day 9, so there's like few days left for this to be able to fill up, which isn't great, but it's better than nothing, I guess. I would say it's better than nothing. This is done. Now this can go all the way to 2.8. And hopefully... also overflow here. If there was like an impermeable wall, I guess that wouldn't work though, unless you could put it on like platform to the sides of the platform. Could make even smaller tunnel, but I guess this is as small as it gets. But it is working. This has filled up. I wanted to dump a bit more before it closes, because it's going to take some time for that water to reach all the way down here. Mainly due to... Okay. That's not... Okay. Dumping doesn't work. Too many waves. It would be nice if we just dump a lot of water, then increase the water level more than it needs to without overflowing, and then there's longer time before it needs to let water through again, but it just causes a lot of waves, which that makes the readings not accurate. But this is working. This is working. An underwater tunnel through a dam. Water flows under the tunnel and over the tunnel, so that no water gets stuck behind the tunnel, and beavers can go through it. It's completely dry in there. Beautiful. There goes one. absolutely brilliant. Good that now that's tested as well in this, so I don't need to build one again, know that it works. Sure, yeah, whatever. I think the craziest thing here is that I can't build a road here, because that's too close to the zipline. But that's a pretty sizable reservoir now. In my opinion, at least. In my professional opinion. So that works. And that should alleviate some of the water needs here. Is there any water actually getting through here at the moment? There has been at some point, because this water level has gone up, but... Also, this has filled up. I think due to this actually getting enough water to fill this. This has filled up. I think they finally have a Lido. This has energy, so it's constantly pumping when it needs to. This is kind of filling out. I mean, last cycle it didn't fill up at all, so that's a bonus. I saw water flowing through here, which it shouldn't be, but if it lets a little bit through, it's not the end of the world. Max potatoes. Really? I mean, there's plenty of. Where are all the uncooked potatoes then? Here, apparently 400. And here, unsurprisingly. The grilled potatoes one is full, so what can you do? Chestnut's gone up, so I think this is, I guess, working a little bit. Spatter dogs stayed about the same. Ah, we don't have enough raw spatter dog. That's just how much we're currently producing total. There's plenty of wheat flour. This is out of maple syrup. This is out of maple syrup. Okay, so maple pastries are out due to maple syrup. There's plenty here, so we might need just another tapper here. Wasn't that what it's called? Yeah, tapper shack. What about here? Yeah, so we just need more tappers. I think that would fix some of that. Where is the tapper shack there? Tap, tap, tap. And another one somewhere. Where the fuck can you... Oh. Oh, you can build one under this. Alright. That works. How about these trees? Those are pretty efficiently utilized. Cattail crackers. Sunflower seeds are a little bit low, which I find really surprising. This could all be used for farmland now that it has a reservoir. I guess kinda, but also the pumps will empty it out pretty quick, so it's yes and no. But there is a reservoir. That should limit some of the water overflowing as well, or flowing out of the map. This is getting to the limit where the water is now flowing out of the map. And it's coming exactly through here, which is interesting to see. There's 3 pumps here. Water's flowing through here as well, so that's good. This one's actually filling up as well. So there would be some capacity for more beavers, I think, but I'm not gonna go and destroy everything now that everything actually works. I'm not sure if like 2000 would be pushing it a little bit, I think, but I think 1500 is a pretty good limit, like what's actually achievable that isn't, or like somewhat easily achievable. Everything beyond that is gonna make things real difficult, in my opinion. But yeah, everything is now working. Some food situations could be, or food items could be improved upon. Water situation, I guess, as well. Just more barrels and whatnot. For now, things work quite well. 1600 beavers. Let's say 1600 beavers is like a... That was kind of like peak. Also, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna resume these two and pause like these two. Hopefully these pumping water helps with the water overflowing here a little bit, but yeah. Like just little optimizations to the waters. A lot of it is actually now pouring out. Previously almost no water was going through and reservoirs were empty everywhere. Okay, not everywhere, mainly this. Well, this as well, so yeah. And now we have full reservoirs with a little tweaking and actually water going off the map as well. Because there's enough of it. But yeah, I think that's enough for this map. I wish I could keep playing this, but it's just would need to remove like 500 beavers because the game is not running that well. It's 1500 is definitely limit. I think the next challenge, if we return to Timberborn, is to do a lot smaller map. And let's actually just close all of these so we can see what's happening here. Is there like a vantage point that could show everything pretty well? Maybe from here, because this is where least of the stuff is. Not quite. I think this is pretty good. You can just cut the one corner where there's not much stuff. It isn't gonna show. Not all of it is gonna show on the smaller scene, but this is it. It's pretty full. It's very green. It's very full. Let's wait for a day to see how it actually looks. And there's gonna be a drought, so brilliant time to call it. I think drought started. Yeah, this is it. This is the biggest map there is, and it's almost like there are a lot of clear areas here and here, some there that could still be filled out, but for the largest map there is, it is pretty full with 1600 beavers. That is, it's beautiful. I wish I could zoom out even more to actually see the entire thing properly, but this is, that is beautiful. Not only the amount of buildings and beavers, but also how green it is. There are a few bits that could be greener, but we need to conserve water, so. Amazing. I think that's enough of that save. Because, yeah, there's no point in expanding much more, because it's just gonna grind to a halt. And honestly, the water, it wouldn't support that many more beavers. We are pretty close to the limit. But yeah, that's that. I don't know if I'm gonna start another save next week, or if I'm gonna play something else. Probably something else for a bit, and then we'll see. But that is that. I'm gonna take a screenshot as well. Copy. Yes. Yeah, that's that. Save game. Save game. Save game and close game. That is that. Why isn't it closing? It is closing. There we go. Yeah, that was that. I wish I could play more of that, but it honestly just the limit. There is a limit to what the PC can handle. I don't even think getting a better PC would help. I think a lot of people, it seems like 1500 beavers is pretty much the limit. But yeah, Thursday, there's a game that should take around 3 hours to play through. If I wake up at a reasonable hour on Thursday, then I might just stream that a bit earlier than I usually stream on Thursdays, because it is a day off. It is a bank holiday. And then hopefully we can get back to Alice on Saturday, and we'll see how that goes. And then next Monday, probably playing some other management games for a bit. But yeah, we'll see when next Monday rolls around. For now, that's that. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope to see you here again. If you want to see any of the other streams that are upcoming, drop a follow. Or if you enjoyed this, drop a follow. And I hope you have a good one. Bye for now.